Good morning everyone, it's Rachel here and we are doing Whatever Wednesday. I have prepared the bases of all of these Christmas journal covers. That's cotton. I missed that bit there, ding dong. But anyway, I'm going to go round with a coloured thread so it doesn't matter. I've got this one. This one needs additions to it still. And so does that one actually. This one here needs additions. And this one, which we prepared last week, I've stitched it all down. And then I have this one. I've stitched everything on, it just needs embellishing. Might work on that one. And then I have this one here as well. So I've got to decide, maybe I'll work on this one. I'm not going to add any more to that. So we'll put these ones aside. I won't be able to work on all of them on camera, so just making a choice. And I've zoomed in a little bit, so hopefully you can see. And my first decision to do is I'm going to do a little whip stitch around there, which I really like. And I've got to decide between my favourite red, which would be nice, yes. Or I love this colour, this bright green. Just a minute. Which will I choose? This one will change colour as it goes around. I think on this one I'm going to choose the red. Right, so I'm just going to grab a length. I won't do it all. I'll just do one length of thread to show you, and then we'll move on to something else to embellish. I'll put that in my little leftover bits bag that I found. I actually had one. So then I can stitch some more of that snippet, which I never did any on camera. And it's just using up bits and pieces of fabric and thread, little leftover short bits of thread, which makes it really interesting. So I'm just going to do little stitches, which is something easy, nice and easy to do while you're watching TV. And I like the wool because it's thick. Oh, come on. Sometimes you just have to hold on to it while you pull it. I try to do them, doesn't matter if they're not even, I try to do my best with those. Don't want to make sure you're not pulling it. I'm doing them quite close together, but already it's just starting to look lovely. Maybe I'll go like that, it's a bit faster. Just got to hold it in your fingers and pull. As I'm doing this, I'm sort of looking around thinking, what will I do next? I mean, you don't have to go over the top. It's already so pretty. You're just adding a little bit of texture. So how is everyone today? I hope you're well. Very sunny, status quo weather, no sign of rain, just sunshine and 20 degrees every single day. I'll stop when I get to that bit there because that's going over this, and I have to start again. And this could be all that you end up doing on it. This is a pretty busy page. There's lots going on here, so it probably doesn't need an exaggeration of embellishing happening on it. Okay, we'll end that off. I leave my towel a little bit long because also I'm going to be gluing this to a substrate. Probably file folder, I haven't decided yet. Or it could be just a very plain hard book cover. I haven't, yeah. But they're only going to be one signature journals with lots of pages, plenty of pages in them, but I think one signature for Christmas is really enough unless you want to combine them all in one, all your Christmases in one book, but I think they've become very large and heavy and bulky. So we'll just finish off this thread and we'll move on to something else. Okay. Okay, trim that off. I think I'll throw that one out. That's not going to get me anywhere. Right, now this is the spine, so it'd be nice to have something there. I'm also looking at this thinking, I don't think I want to do that. That one's, there's a lot to do there. So I don't think I want to do that. You don't want to, you know, do so much that you're just never going to finish. I like to go around that with a colour. What colour will I do? I think I'll do this colour. No, I might even go into a turquoise. Will I go into a turquoise? No, I'm not going into a turquoise. Do I want to do yellow? Could do yellow. Like mustard. So we'll do that. I love doing that around the laces. As you know, I do that all the time. So you just do little stitches around the edge of the laces. I mean, on this, they're so small, you'll hardly even be able to see them, but that's okay. I know they're there. And I could have done that directly onto this without, you know, pre-stitching, like I've already stitched it down and now I'm stitching over it again. I could have done it directly to hold it down, but I sometimes just like to get everything stitched on and then I feel like I can relax because everything's on, and then I can think about decorative stitches. So of course I'm putting the stitches only on the bits of the lace that are actually attached to fabric. That one's not. They're just little details that don't take too long to do, but just add something, play their part and add something to it. Oh, that's weird. I started over there. I should have enough thread. So, I mean, they're so tiny, but you can just see the little hint of, it's tangled, the little hint of yellow. I did a big stitch. Okay, made it all the way around, and we can move on to the next thing. So I'm using a mix of threads, just the 4-ply fingering wools, or that might be just a, no, I think that came in a big hank. It's not variegated, but it's a really nice colour. Now I wanted to come and look at these here. I'm going to do French knots in the centre, and I know in my little basket here I had a tiny bit of my favourite mustard. Here we go, this one. I'm going to use this one. Now where did my needle go? There. Got my threader, the die made, Corinne's friend. It has the dingly dangly bit so I can see it. Okay, so I could, I mean, you can, I'm only going to do one wrap with the French knot. You could use a French hoop, not a French hoop. What am I saying? A hoop, not a French hoop. It's a hoop. A hoop. You could use a hoop if you want to, but I am not going to because I've got, it's quite stable, the fabric, because there's so many, that, you know, it's multiple layers, so I don't feel like I need one. So again, I'll just work until I run out of thread, and then I'll move on to the next thing, because I just want to show you a few different things here and there, how I'm going to approach doing this. So you won't see it finished. I'll show you next week if I finish it. But you will see all the different little things I'm thinking of as I go along. And it's not quite as bright like the other. The color underneath is a little bit stronger, and I could come in with another, like I could even do little ones with that, but I don't think I will. I think I'll just leave it like this. Yeah, I love all these kinds of yellows like this. Oh my goodness, just hang on to it. I need to let it dangle down. It's twisting onto itself. It's like a twisted sister. I am not going anywhere with that. What's happened? Oh, it's even separated. Gone into a knot. Oh dear, that's an issue. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it through. I'll try. I did. No, I didn't. I've got 2 knots. That is not going through ever. Oh, it did. Oh, and it came out. How lucky was that? Oh no, it didn't. It's there. Okay, I'm going to end that off. It's had its day. Now, because I'll be gluing this to something else, I can just leave my, I've done a knot, but I leave my tail long and let that, and I'll glue that. See, I still need to do a few more, so I've still got this thread. And it's untwisted now, so I'll continue on, finish that one off, and then we'll do something else on the flower. Things you can do on the flower are just do, I'm just going to pick up, I've got an Appleton wool, which I'll grab. It's just an off-white. I'm just going to pick up a few lighter bits here and there in the petals, and that'll be it. I might decide to come in with like a tanny sort of brown, burnt sort of brown, like this sort of dirty brown, and do that, but I'll decide. So I never know, well, sometimes I do, but I quite often don't know what is my next step. I'll keep that for my little snippet roll thing. I just sort of decide, do one step at a time and decide as I go. I'm just going to grab my Appleton wool. Although I have this with flecks in it, I wonder, and I'm adding a whole lot of colours. Here's my Appleton. I actually need to get my little machine out and roll it. Lucky it's not tangled. Roll. I won't get a very long piece because it will break if you have too long a piece after a while. I am tempted to use the one with the specks and flecks in it, but I might not like it, so I think I'll just play it safe. And we've got a knot there. Take that off. It's not a very long piece, that's good. Maybe I would like to see this in a hoop now that I have to do that bit. Yeah, I think I'd see it like, oh, isn't that pretty? That'd be pretty embroidered and framed in a little hoop like that, wouldn't it? So I'm going to go here, start down here. I'm just going to do short and long stitch in the lighter bit. So that bit, and then I think there might be a little bit down here. So by choosing one of the shades or tones, shades I think, you just sort of limit how much you're going to stitch on a piece, because otherwise you'll be there forever. Unless it's for you and you just want to sit and work on it. Maybe put a third stitch there and that's enough. But it is a bit easier in the hoop to do this kind of stitching. When I want to do running stitch and stuff like that, I might prefer not to have a hoop. 1 or 2 stitches here, and then I think that's it. One more. Okay. Then I'm simply going to jump over here, and I'm trying to see, where do I feel like, I can't really see very well what is light and what is not, so I'm just going to make it up. But look at that, you've already just got this lovely little texture here without overworking it. And then there are the times that you are going to overwork it and do colour it all in, and it looks fabulous. It just depends what you feel like doing and what you think will look nice on there. I think we could have a little bit of light here. So sort of trying to just follow the direction of the petal as well. And I'm now thinking about those leaves, and I'm thinking I might just do the darker bit. Whereas before I started working in the flower, I thought I might do the light bit, but no, I'm going to do the darker bit. So I'm just putting in stitches until I'm happy with it. I feel like I need another stitch over there. And if you feel like you need another stitch over somewhere and you have to jump across, do it, because you'll be annoyed. Nobody's going to see the back. It's going to be glued to something else. Now I will finish this flower, so you can see one finished, and then we'll look at the leaves. Okay, let's see here. I think that's one more stitch there. I'm going to do the same thing on all of these flowers. Here I can see quite a bit there, so I think I'll put quite a bit of stitching in that one. Whereas the other ones I could see a little bit more shadow. Let's have a look. Oh, I think it's shadowed there. It's more here in this area. and a little bit around the edge here. Another simple, even more simple thing you could do on these flowers is just do a back stitch around the outer perimeter of each petal and just outline it if you wanted to do it, and do it even more simple. Okay, I think that's enough. So let's thread that through. Oh, here I'll just do a little knot, and I'm going to leave a little tail because that way, as I said, it will glue down and not go anywhere. That can go over there. And let's have a look at the green. I want a deeper sort of green. Oh, this one. It's a variegated one, and it's quite dark, mostly dark. I've just got to, I think I'll use 3 strands. Now with Santa, what can I see there? I may just do like a running stitch around that. There. I'm going to embroider that. Leave that, do something on here, but I have to find the right colour. Probably something a little bit similar to what's happening here. Probably, or yes, I think I'll pick up the lighter colour on that one, but I won't do it all. It's just going to be a few stitches. Like that. I've gone quiet because I'm just relaxing and enjoying this. And we'll just put a little stitch there. And that's that one. It'll all come together once you get all the bits done that you need to. So these are probably the hardest parts of doing this sort of thing, is really making those decisions. What I always say is just choose one shade, whether it could be the light, it could be the mid, if there's a mid-tone you could choose the mid-tone, or you could just choose the dark. Do that, and then it will reveal itself to you whether you want to do more afterwards. I think I'm a bit close to the edge there. Oh, I could probably get that one done. Another fun thing on this piece to pick up and embroider would be this little strip in here. Would be lovely. It would look like it was a trim. There's food for thought. Oh, got an itch. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we'll just knot that one off. Put that over there, I can use that. So that's as far as those flowers what's going to happen, and you can already see there's just some nice texture. I would like to think about those, I'm not sure. I think I would like to do this bit. Oh, wrong way. That's the bottom, silly. Just thinking, do I want to outline those things? I probably would just embroider them with or DMC or perlé or stranded cotton. I am going to embroider that, I can't help myself. Maybe I'll try not to go over that drawn line. Just embroider inside. Yeah, that's going to be nice. I'll do this little bit down here, even though it's not in the hoop. Oh, there's those bits up there. I might not do those bits, just the well-defined bits here. Just while I have it threaded. That's more complex. I'm going to leave that. And then a few strands here. Not strand stitches, I meant to say stitches. I'll just shove that in there. I need a green. Got the hiccups. Really, I'm just colouring in, and I'm staying inside that bolder sort of line there because I don't want to cover it. I used to tell Lulu when I was teaching her to embroider when she was like, I don't know, I think she's even had a go when she was 3. And I'd tell her, I wouldn't say it was setting stitch because that meant nothing to her, but I would say to her, it's colouring in stitch, you just colour in with it. And that, you know, resonated with her because she was a 3-year-old or 4-year-old who enjoyed colouring in, and she could understand that she had to fill it in with the thread. Although this is not exactly satin stitch because I'm leaving really big spaces. You really just work on whatever takes your fancy, which is exactly what I've done. I felt like doing that. And so here I am. Jump down here and do the stems. Now you could do them with sideways with a little teeny tiny satin stitch, but I'm just going to do it like this. It'll be much faster. Let's do that one, even though it's not the same colour. When we take it out of the hoop, you'll probably get a better feel for it and get more colours on there. Need to do this bit down here. You might even have a lovely trim in a, you know, like an embroidered trim or something like an Indian one, a narrow one. That might look nice there. So you can add your own things. You don't have to just have, actually I've done that wrong. Let's just pull that out. It's going to annoy me. I need to do more of a leafy sort of stitch. Actually I'll just use this, it's not long enough. Yeah, needed to fan it out a little bit. So I'm sort of working on either side of the center vein as I go. We're just going to make it. So I am going to colour in all of those just in the similar colours to what's there, and then that flower, and then it fades out, so I won't be doing any more. And I may do a little running stitch or back stitch down the edge there and up there. I'm not going to embroider up there, so just to there. And it will sort of have an edging like it might be a trim or something. I think that'll be lovely, lovely little bit of texture. We've got texture happening there. I'm going to do a little bit of cantha stitching down there in this colour. Still thinking about here. I think I want to pick up some of that lighter colour there. Or do some sort of stitch around it. I don't know. I might have to sit on that one a bit, go away and come back, and I'm just going to do some loose embroidery on there. So I'm not able to get it finished in this video because there's quite a bit to do. Oh, I could just simply do some cantha stitching up there as well. This needle's probably a bit chunky. I'll just go through the top layer. Makes it a bit easier. Other fun things that you can do on these pieces, you could pick up the embroidery on there, make that pop. You can do stuff down here. You can embroider these berries and have them come up over the top. I mean, the possibilities are endless. So I'm just going to go down. I don't want to do even rows. So just have fun with it and work on the little bits and pieces that you feel like it. There's no rules. Now what I'm thinking about as I go along here is, where do I want to go next? Do I want to go down there, or do I want to come up here? I think I may go up. Yep, I'm happy that I decided to go up. Now my next thought is, do I want to do 3 rows or 5 rows? Or do I simply just want to go like this and go in the opposite direction? But little short ones. It's getting a little bit fluffy from the friction of going through the fabric. It'll be all right, we'll make it. Gosh, it feels nice when it gets all compacted. The feel of the fabric, because it's really well stitched down now onto each other, each piece, and it just starts to get quite a bit of structure to it. I think I'll do 4 of these. So we've got an uneven number. We've got 3 horizontals and 4 short verticals. Now I have in the past on other ones also, where you can see this lace here, I've even gone around those edges like it were that lace over there. There's another thing you can do. I've done that before. Pretending like it's an actual piece of lace on there. Get rid of that piece, put that over there. I've just got a little Ziploc bag where I put them all. Okay, that's enough. I think I may do a bit more of that up over here. Yep, I'll do that over there as well. And I'm still debating about this. Oh, no, I don't want to use that colour because that's bringing in a whole other colour. I don't want to use that. I could get a light grey DMC. Yeah, I don't have anything in my basket there. A light grey DMC. But I'm wondering what will that's going to be really nice when that's done. I don't know what that will look like. So I need to remember to do that up over there. That'll be nice there. Let's just grab it. Just bear with me 1 second and we'll just see what it looks like. I'll take it out if I don't like it. Green, purple. Okay, sorry, I found them. I might not have one that's light enough. Wait, there's something under there. What's that one? That's light enough. Will there be enough of it? You could even just do 2 strands. Let's just have a look. We'll just give it a whirl and see. How many strands have I got there? 2. I think I prefer to use 3. These are only short lengths. I'll just do a little bit and see how I feel about it. Really love that little bit down there. Okay. I think let's put it in the hoop. I'm just going to do the stitches loosely. I don't want to make it all, you know, with really tight sort of stitching, if you know what I mean, like all close together. Oops, unthreaded. And maybe I won't do all of them. Might, you know, jump around and then see how it looks in general and then decide whether or not to do all of them. This grey is so old. Where I've got the DMCs cut into short lengths, it's when I first moved back to Italy. I think I was pregnant with Lulu and Mum had been here and she'd had me trying to learn to embroidery and I was really bad at it, so I didn't really enjoy it. And I had bought colours to do something and I didn't know how you cut them. And I cut them at the bottom. I didn't unravel it and wind it on. I cut it at the bottom, and so I got these, you know, I'll show you. I'll grab a skein and show you. But I just snipped it at the bottom and I ended up with all these short lengths that don't last 5 seconds. Like super short lengths. I quite like that. Maybe we'll finish that bit off, this one off, and then have a look. Oops, that's the door. Right, let's see. Where was I going? In there? So, you know, these take a while. So I'm not going to get them all done in one video. So let me know if you'd like. I'll probably continue working on this one off camera, but you've seen all the ideas and the bits that I will be doing. But if you want to see me work on another one, let me know and we can do that. So I was going to do this down here. Just finish off this thread and then we'll have a look and see how we're going. Ow, that hurt. Keeping my finger tucked away so I don't, I haven't squeezed it so it's not bleeding. It will, because it went right in. A couple more stitches. And hopefully we'll be able to get a feel for what this is going to look like. No bleeding, good. Okay, better end that off. So much fun. Okay. I don't think there's enough on there to get a feel for it, but yes, I'm going to do that. It's going to create nice texture. Yes. I like it. This up here and going around to the back, probably not going to do anything on there. I don't know. I have to know. Now I feel like I want to. I better think about that one. I might go around this is what I'll do, like I did up there with the yellow. I think I'll do that. I don't think I'll do anything on there unless I go in and do a little bit of the dark. I'm going to do that. I like the texture it's creating, and then I need to finish these flowers. I'll finish all of those off first before I do anything to that, if anything at all. I'm going to continue the grey in the lighter bits. I'm going to work on that. Do this. And then I think, oh, and finish that around the edge, and that one will be done. It's really, really, really fun. I really enjoy doing this. I try not to worry about it too much, just have fun with it. I could probably go around that with a different colour as well. I think I'll go around that as well. I've got to remember all of this stuff. So, but love that stitching there. That really is. I could do a little, maybe, no, I won't go around that. I'm going to do a little bit of that sort of stitching there. I think I'm going to do it up there, there, and there in 3 spots. Yes, so I hope you enjoyed that, and I really hope it was helpful. Thank you so much to everybody who purchases my fabrics and allows us to keep on having them printed and enjoy them. I really find them so much fun to play with, and I hope you guys do too. And yeah, have a great day and happy stitching, and I will see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.